Hello everyone, and welcome back to today's video. In today's video, we're going to be going over some pros and some cons with the new Chaos mode. So, of course, the new Chaos mode, well, it's not the new Chaos mode, it's the old one, but they've sort of changed how it works. The first time I initially did it, it was, the points reset for different characters every week. So it was just one reset, that was it. But now, it's daily. Which is, it's good. I'm not gonna lie, it does really help, like, the variation, but it also, like, really makes it hard for free-to-play players, like newer free-to-play players, to do it, like to actually play the mode, which I think is kind of a slight problem, really, with it, is that now it's a lot more whaled, was what I'm trying to say, because if you were to play, like, last time, it was like, one week was Demon King, the next week was Goddesses. I don't actually know what the meta was, but it was like Demon King, then it was Goddesses, which was like, okay, that's completely fine, because they were both like must-summon banners, so you have the characters for them. But for this, it's like every day it's a whole different thing. Yes, you still see people using Demon King, even though like he's worth like 3.5k, which is the max. You still see people running Demon King with like 3 other characters, and I'm pretty sure 3.5k is the max amount they can be worth, or the max amount they can cost. Just so that means you're able to have a full team of like 500s behind them. Which most people don't. Most people still like try and run Blue Dairy, which I don't have, so I can't actually show you the points. But some people also run Blue Dairy with her as well, with him. Sorry, so that means they can just get the AOE's and deal damage and that kind of stuff. But it also does heavily like benefit long-time players in Wales like myself. I'm a long-time player, so of course I have so many characters leveled up. But if you're a newer player, and let's say you've just got into champ or you're trying to climb the ranks, it's going to be really hard for you to push because most of the characters that are, well, what I would say usable pretty much every day is, collaboration characters. Like I've been using Reinhardt for like 3 days straight. I'm using Kia for 2 days straight. If you were to look at Reinhardt's, I say, replacement, so to say, it's Purgatory Barn, 1.9k. You can't do it with this team. That's because more people have Purgatory Barn, so it's a lot easier to access. But overall, I would say this is definitely a step in the right direction with this game mode, because the initial problem is that the meta was just dead. It was just like normal PvP the second week. Like the first week was like, okay, things are a little bit weirder, but then of course the second week it was just back to Demon King, which was slightly irritating. But it was the demons. I'm not even sure Demon King was out at the time. I think he was though. But overall, it's not too bad of a, like, it is bad, but like it does benefit like players who've been playing for longer. But it also heavily like benefits Wales because of course they're going to have all the characters, so they're going to have a more wider range to pick from, as some of them do better in certain comps. But yeah, like if you were to look at like newer characters, I say the collaboration characters, well, you can't run all of them on a team like you could day one. Day one, you could run all of them on a team easily with Shuna and back. And now if you look at Shuna's price, she's 1.3k. She's more than Millum. Like she's nearly, well, she's more than Yorm. Well, Yorm, that isn't too hard to be honest. But if you were to look at the new festivals, like Hell, 2.8k, Tyr, I'm counting Tyr as a festival because he's basically as strong as a festival, 2.6k. And pretty much you can't run a normal unknown team because they require a full, proper unknown team to get the max basic stats. And most of the unknowns that are usable are like Camilla, which you're probably not going to be using. Even, this Green Gotha was very good, and it still is very good in my opinion. Lowering defense-related stats by 15% is actually a very good thing. It's like Death Pierce, but it's for Gotha. That means it works with unknowns, like a full unknown team, as well as he's very cheap. If you were to look at Death Pierce, I'm guessing he's probably a decently expensive price for a Death Pierce. 1.1k. Also Dodrio, or Dojo, or Dojito, whatever you want to bloody call him. I've been using him because I've been using him mono red. Very good. Still using this team today. But it's just the slight problems that collaboration characters are definitely the meta to go, or the really obscure, what do you call them? Seasonal characters like the Wedding Elaine, or these other really obscure ones that probably most people don't have. They're the ones that end up being used the most by Wales, and you get wiped by them, and you think it's kind of unfair because you don't have those characters. But like all the other characters, there's so many. You got like Levi, you got Mikasa, but these characters aren't going to be doing much. LR Escanor's worth a lot, even though the ultimate one's worth a lot. Transcendent Barn, all these characters are just worth so much, and these are like the characters that probably most people will have. These are must-summon festival characters, where the characters that aren't must-summons, let's just... Is there any random banners that I've that aren't must-summons that I've got leveled up? let's just say Christmas Lilia. She wasn't a must summon, but she's 1.2k now, which is a pretty reasonable price. The fact that now you can run her with Kyo as well. You can probably also then run her with Red Arthur. Yeah, you can then run her then with the Red Arthur as well, and then change the back unit to whoever you want, someone who can boost your stats or something, maybe even do it just by a little bit. Yeah, that's the slight problem with this game mode. But overall, I do want to say, it is a better... So it's an improvement from the last one, but it's still... I would say it's like one stage away from being really good. I would like if there was like a list of characters you could like pick from that you didn't own. You don't have to own them. They're like the most used. So yeah, they're going to be like 1,000, 2,000 points, but they're 1/6. They don't have any outfits. They don't have their relic, but you can pick them. Just so it sort of gives the lower level players, the newer free-to-play players, and just players who probably wouldn't have them, a better standing chance against, you know, the whales that are like really. I'm in the top 4.6%. I'm not playing. I'm just doing my I'm just doing my 3 games a day. That's really it. I did try playing for like the first like 2 days, but I just kept versing so many whales that it was like I just lost all motivation. Like versing 5 of 6 Albedos in a row. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. And that's when I lost my motivation to play this game mode. But overall, it's definitely an improvement. But yeah, an improvement's an improvement, I guess. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next one. Goodbye.